What's happening, beautiful gamers? Blank here and welcome to what might be the final episode for Mark of the Deep. And boy, we're nervous because we're about to enter a section that we do not know if we're gonna be able to get what we need to get, because we're still lacking 2 relics and 1 crew member. The rest of them will just fall through if we can get any of those. So anyways, I hope you guys have been enjoying this series. It's actually been pretty fun. I've been having a lot of fun with this game, and right now it's time to end it. At least for you guys. For me, it seems like I still have a lot of work to do, but let's do this. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you guys have been enjoying this game. Hey, crew, please be somewhere in here. I beg of you. It's all I'm asking. Let's see. Oh wait, is there something in there? Ah, oh, come on. I saw all of this and I was like, maybe. Maybe, no? Okay. Sure. Open the gate.
Your tenacity in trying to find your way around this place is amusing. You should abandon this fruitless endeavor. It doesn't matter whether you intentionally freed us or not. I offered you to join me because your powers are formidable and suit us well. However, upon reflection, I find your obstinacy less than desirable in a disciple.
You know, this thing that you haven't realized?
Defiance against me is a grave mistake, one you will come to regret deeply. If you believe you possess the strength to challenge me, then come forth. I'll be expecting you.
Yeah, the sad part is that he believes that I want to be his pupil when he should be begging me to be my pupil. Please tell me this is a dungeon. Yes! One more shrine! That should get every single one, yes? Takon's room and the quest. All the shrines have been kindled. Oh my god, that's perfect. Now, no more crew members, right? So that means that, yeah, I'm gonna have to on my own look for everything else. But that's okay, because for the true ending, I have to get it all. So you guys will be able to see both endings, I believe. Don't worry about it. Let's get the bad ending first. Let's go.
You truly are a fool for confronting me directly. The stone enchantment was but a temporary hindrance. Being a mark keeper will do nothing to save you. You stand against a might that has subdued every corner of this island. A force that will soon conquer the seas and beyond. Brace yourself, for your end is nigh. As your soul fades into the void, etch this into your memory for all eternity. I was the one who destroyed you.
He is a little bit tryhard. Edgelord too much, maybe? He thinks that just because he knows how to pull a delay, he actually stands a chance. Like he just pulls that little delay and he's like, oh yeah, I have the upper hand. No. Oh. He started to do 3 hits already. That means that he's starting to feel. I think there's gonna be like 2 phases in here. Oh baby, now more damage. I do more damage when I take damage because of the knuckles. What's happening? Second phase? Sure. Pew pew. Pew pew. Hee hee. I think I said this before. The lack of like giant bosses in this game was the only thing that made me sad. I normally don't really enjoy too much fighting against humanoids. I can actually hear. Oh boy, knuckles to the power. Usually, I wish there was one that allows me to increase my strength like significantly after healing. That would have been absolutely incredible too. And he's almost dead. Yep. Easy. Not difficult at all. There's another face. This is not it. There's no way this is it.
And thus, after eons of imprisonment had elapsed, the cult of the deep was finally vanquished. The ancient sea god Leviathan was unshackled. In the act of shattering his chains, the deity eradicated the isle he once blessed and nurtured as his own. The island and the remnants of the old folks' civilization vanished, swallowed by the sea, never to be seen again. Marcus, Rookie, Ramsey, and the remaining survivors of the Angry Mermaid, navigating the vessel built to serve Taken's imperialistic desires, were able to dodge the Leviathan's wrath as the island perished at the sea. They managed to escape the island, and soon they were sailing along the familiar waters of their own realm. At last, the Angry Mermaid pirates reached the safety of the nearest port, their exhaustion palpable. As they rallied on the deck, their resilience was evident, yet the absence of familiar faces cast a gloomy shadow over their reunion. The unforgiving island had claimed many of their own, leaving a burden of grief and unspoken regrets. Memories of laughter and camaraderie, once the lifeblood of their voyages, were now tinged with sorrow. Despite the profound loss, the crew vowed to press on, to rebuild and replenish their ranks. The legacy of their fallen comrades would not only linger in their hearts, but also inspire them for new adventures. Under the leadership of Marcus, Rookie, Ramsey, whose unwavering courage had been their salvation, the crew found solace. With Rookie at the helm, they set sail once more into uncharted waters, their spirits buoyed by the promise of better days ahead. As millennia rolled by, the once thriving civilization of the old folk faded into obscurity, their legacy overshadowed by the tyranny of the cult of the deep. A scarce few old folk remained, their presence a somber reminder of the countless souls sacrificed by the knower in search of immortality. Amidst the remnants of their once resplendent society, these survivors stood as solemn guardians of their fallen world. The solitude weighed heavily upon them, marking them as the final bearers of their people's legacy. In the dwindling twilight of their days, they wandered the desolate lands as solitary figures, the last remnants of a forgotten civilization. With no companions to share their burdens, they journeyed alone, carrying their lost heritage until their final breath. As for the other pirate crews that were adrift on the island of the Leviathan, some felt like mere weeks had passed, while others endured each grueling day. When Rookie welcomed them aboard, the surviving Hofang had no inkling of what awaited them in the outside world, where eras had risen and fallen in their absence. Upon their return to the shores they once knew as home, the Hofang found themselves as strangers in their own land. They were compelled to adapt to new traditions, a new culture, and a new way of life that their kin had embraced. Amidst the remnants of their shared history, they forged new alliances and bonds. While the Hofang remained too proud to join the ranks of the Angry Mermaids, they hailed Rookie as their savior across generations. An enduring alliance was forged with him, ensuring that the Angry Mermaid would always find a welcome at the hearth of the Hofang. Among the ranks of the Angry Mermaid, however, one centuries-old mariner found solace. Accustomed to the honor-bound environment of the legendary Azure fleet of the Imperial Navy, Rolf pledged loyalty to Rookie. He remained a dedicated pirate until the end of his days.
And now with the boss defeated for a second time, we can actually show the true ending of the game. Let's go, my friend. Let's see what's different now.
And thus, after eons of imprisonment had elapsed, the cult of the deep was finally vanquished. The ancient sea god Leviathan was unshackled. In the act of shattering his chains, the deity eradicated the isle he once blessed and nurtured as his own. The island and the remnants of the old folks' civilization vanished, swallowed by the sea, never to be seen again. Marcus, Rookie, Ramsey, and the remaining survivors of the Angry Mermaid, navigating the vessel built to serve Taken's imperialistic desires, were able to dodge the Leviathan's wrath as the island perished at the sea. They managed to escape the island, and soon they were sailing along the familiar waters of their own realm. At last, the Angry Mermaid pirates reached the safety of the nearest port, exhausted but hopeful. United and triumphant, they rallied on the deck as a testament to their resilience and the ordeals they faced together on the island. The crew unanimously chose Marcus Rookie Ramsey as their new captain, recognizing his pivotal role in leading them through peril. His decisive actions and unwavering courage had been their salvation. In a final act of justice, Rookie avenged the crew by confronting and defeating their former captain, James Ramsey. Once revered as a legend across the oceans, he would now be remembered as the traitor who sacrificed his crew for pure selfishness. Eager to embark on new adventures across the seas, the Angry Mermaid pirates pledged to honor their fallen comrades by pressing forward. With Rookie at the helm, they set sail into uncharted waters once more, their spirits buoyed by hope for the future. As millennia rolled by, the once thriving civilization of the old folk faded into obscurity, their legacy overshadowed by the tyranny of the cult of the deep. Yet, amidst the ruins of their former glory, a handful of old folk survived. Tim, the master carpenter, Jonas, the skilled blacksmith, Okiros, the culinary virtuoso, and Gyrgion, the wise guru, stood as living testaments of their culture's everlasting spirit. Their prolonged ordeal on the Cursed Isle was not for naught. Their staunch dedication had played a crucial role in aiding Rookie in his mission to liberate the Leviathan. While the history of the old folk may fade into legend, the spirit of the four would endure, a testament to the unwavering will of those who defy the darkness and strive for a better tomorrow. As for the other pirate crews that were adrift on the island of the Leviathan, some felt like mere weeks had passed, while others endured each grueling day. When Rookie welcomed them aboard, the surviving Hofang had no inkling of what awaited them in the outside world, where eras had risen and fallen in their absence. Upon their return to the shores they once knew as home, the Hofang found themselves as strangers in their own land. They were compelled to adapt to new traditions, a new culture, and a new way of life that their kin had embraced. Amidst the remnants of their shared history, they forged new alliances and bonds. While the Hofang remained too proud to join the ranks of the Angry Mermaids, they hailed Rookie as their savior across generations. An enduring alliance was forged with him, ensuring that the Angry Mermaid would always find a welcome at the hearth of the Hofang. Among the ranks of the Angry Mermaid, however, one centuries-old mariner found solace. Accustomed to the honor-bound environment of the legendary Azure fleet of the Imperial Navy, Rolf pledged loyalty to Rookie. He remained a dedicated pirate until the end of his days.
Wow, and this is the end of the game? I'm gonna be honest with you guys, until that cutscene of the Leviathan just going around and destroying the island, I thought the game was pretty good. But then for some reason they decided to throw at us some PowerPoint presentation with some images and some text that changes depending on if you got the bad or the good ending. And then on top of that, that text was pretty much read by AI. And if it wasn't AI, I'm sorry, I call cap, because that's how it felt. That to me was a slap in the face. And I need to be overly critical because this was a game that I spent 17 hours on because I enjoyed it, and on top of that, it's a game that is $30. It's not a cheap game. So if you're gonna have your players invest time and effort and money on a game like this, you shouldn't be giving us hot garbage endings. Come on, that feels so bad. Anyways, putting that aside, I actually had fun with the game. I think it was good. The only thing that I would have wished that they would have changed a little bit was expand a little bit more on the mythical creatures. I would have loved to fight, like, for example, a kraken. Know what I'm saying? Or when I fought the crab, I would have liked for it to be like more like a gigantic fight instead of just a small fight. That would have been to me a funner experience rather than what we got, which was a bunch of humanoids. But again, that is just matter of preference. There's nothing wrong with what they did. Other than that, this game is probably gonna fall into that category where once you guys see a good sale, you guys can just get it because it's a fun game. But anyways, I just wanna say right now, as always, really appreciate all the love and support that you guys showed on this series and on every single series. Playing games is always better when I do it for you guys. But on that note, I love you guys, and I will see y'all in the next game. Goodbye.